TV went to the Nats game last night. They got the win. Max Scherzer, not a surprise when Max was on the mound. He was no decision, but they get the win.
Big pinch hit RBI up the middle from Adam Lind.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, I had actually left. I left right at the end of the seventh, so right at the top of the eighth when Kinsler came in. We started to walk back and head towards the car. But we were lucky enough we had the CBS radio seats right there in the front row, right behind home plate. They're unreal. And you couldn't ask for a better game. I mean, you had Max Scherzer on there just dealing, just throwing smoke on the mound. You had Bryce hit a bomb. You had Giancarlo Stanton hit a bomb.
Mm-hmm.
I like those seats, but I like them a little off to the side better because I don't like the net. The net
I hear you. I mean,
you?
in a perfect world, you'd like to have no net. I mean, the net saves you from getting killed.
I understand that,
it's
but
kind of a necessary evil. Either that or some sort of plexiglass.
I prefer just off the net.
Maybe. I mean, we've been lucky enough, like at Orioles games before, we've sat in Angelos' seats where you're literally looking into the dugout. If you turn your head to the right, when we sat there with Ehrlich, maybe those seats are better because there's no net. I didn't find the net to faze me at all.
Yeah, you probably just get used to it.
I like having the net. I like that security.
What was it like watching Max
Yes.
up close in person?
Well, he's just an absolute monster. And I just think that
beast.
I said this earlier in the show, and I don't think that the average fan kind of takes it into account, but they're going so hard. So Max he's touching 96 several times during that game, right? And I didn't even know he brought it that hard.
Yep.
I thought maybe 93, 94 were pretty standard for him, but he was sitting there 95, 96.
Yep.
And he is getting after it. And all I could equate it to, I was just talking to my wife about it during one of the innings, during one of the breaks. And I was like, you know how I go out, like my kid will have we have a radar gun, and we'll see how hard he's throwing his lacrosse. And every once in a while, I'll go out there and I'll just fire one in to see how hard it's pathetic. It's like in the 60s or something. And then my arm hurts for a week. These guys, they're throwing 96. Not every pitch, but 110 pitches, basically going hard, anywhere from 85 to 96. The stamina and endurance that these guys have.
Well, the arm strength too.
Yeah, just all of it.
The shoulder,
the physical
rotator
fitness,
cuff strength. Yeah.
the strength, just to be able to get after it.
The flexibility.
For 2 hours like that. It's unbelievable. And Max is every major league pitcher, every major league starter does it. But Max just has a different level of intensity. There's no question about it.
Yeah, he's just better than most
I mean, the
of those
guy
guys.
that came in after the Mason kid only lasted 2 innings for the Marlins.
O'Grady, yeah.
But it was different. But he came in, and his hat was like size, and he cooked casual. Like he didn't. Max, meanwhile, looked like he was in a war. Like he wanted to kill you.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's anytime you get an opportunity to sit that close. I said this yesterday, and people misinterpreted that as like I'm saying woe is me. It's not woe is me. It spoils you because the other seats aren't the same. You know what I mean? It's like
I mean, look.
It's not the same.
I mean, and you've talked about it. When you bring your kids to a game now, they're asking, all right, are we sitting in a suite?
Yeah, what kind of waiter service?
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
They're growing up, and I would sit left field bleachers.
Well, I can remember at Memorial Stadium, literally sitting against the chain link fence in the back row.
Yep.
And I didn't know if my dad was going to make it to the top. I thought he was maybe going to stroke out. Because you had so many steps to get up there. And so it's not just my kids are spoiled. I'm spoiled.
But I would, and I would love it. When I went to a game with somebody in my family, even if I was in upper deck, I was having a ball.
We were in the upper deck every time.
I always prefer lower, far away than upper. I know some people like upper, maybe a little closer. I'd rather be far away but lower to the ground.
I've liked suite seat. My kids are actually a little different. Kelsey and Dylan don't prefer the suites. They like to be out in the crowd, get the noise.
Oh, I
Sometimes
like being
in the
suites. I mean, I've done both, but if I had my choice, I would take the suites over sitting in the seats.
You don't get the full sound of the arena.
I get full enough sitting in a suite.
I get it.
You know where I get plenty of noise? Here, in my ears.
Right.
Every single day.
Ringing right now as we speak.
Ringing as we speak. I don't need more noise.
But I will say this. Here's what's interesting. When you sit that close, you do get to see. I got a kind of a kick out of D. Gordon because the fans were talking to him. Like almost every at-bat, they're like, hey, bro, don't steal. If you get on, don't steal.
So fast.
And, he's having that. He goes, do I tell you how you should do your job? And he was kind of, And then the other guy said, no, but if you don't steal, you can. And he was laughing. And, just kind of like.
There was a dialogue.
There was a dialogue, a back and forth, a little acknowledge. Certain guys will acknowledge the fans. And I don't know. It's cool.
He has fun with people.
To me, the bigger takeaway, I mean, obviously, you get your personal experience, is just that the bullpen is looking really good now.
Absolutely.
What was a weakness may end up being a strength. And I saw yesterday, I guess Coda Glover's close to coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Taylor's on his rehab assignment, so it almost seems like he's days away from coming up.
Well, he was in the dugout last night.
Right.
Yeah,
so
was Turner.
Probably just a matter of time before they get this full roster
Taylor
back.
will be back in a week, and then Turner probably in 2. I haven't heard about Worth. I have no idea with him.